technology economy, a service economy, a post-industrial economy. Peter Drucker called it a knowledge economy. In his studies, by the way, I think done at NYU of General Motors in the 1950s. The reason I call it a creative economy, and I think it's an important distinction, is because I went back and I actually read the classical economists, and I read my Adam Smith, and I read my David Ricardo, and I read my Marx. And what they were arguing, not only as economists, but as moral philosophers, is there was something going on at the point of production that created not only economic growth and development and value, but humanism. There was something in the nature of the production process that was humanistic. And what was humanistic in the nature of that production process, Marx wrote the most eloquently on this, the thing that made the working class a class, the thing that alienated the proletariat, but made it what he called a revolutionary force, was that we were all brothers. We all shared something in common that made the economy go. It was our physical labor. So Marx was arguing that it was not just physical labor that created economic growth. It was physical labor, our ability to use physical skill on farms and in factories that made us human. But what makes us human is the information we acquire, the knowledge we consume, the technologies and service we generate? No. So I stumbled along some psychology one day. And when I went back and read that psychology, I learned something that we all know in a university because we all stand on the shoulders of giants. We all share our intellectual labor. We produce in teams and we harness the dead labor and the people that came before us. We stand on the shoulder of giants. The thing that makes us all human isn't our physical labor. It's the thing you see in every little boy and girl, any one of your children or grandchildren, any kid playing on the playground, your nieces and nephews. It cuts across gender, it cuts across race, it cuts across ethnicity, it cuts across sexual orientation. You don't have to be bigger and stronger to have more of it. It's this thing that makes every human, that makes us human. It's our innate. It's what separates us from other species. It's our human creativity. That's what lies behind this notion that we're moving from an industrial economy to a creative economy. It's not just a set of sectors. It's a basic and elemental economic resource that we all share. And New York, because of its size, because of its scale, because of its diversity, because of its scope and other factors that I'll get to in a moment, is particularly well positioned to succeed and win in this shift from an industrial to a more creative economy.